โอเคเช็คสตรีมหน่อยปิดไหมทดสอบโอเคนะน่าจะโอเคแล้วป่ะเริ่มกันต่อเควสครับผมย้ายมาทำตรงนี้เลยอะย้ายเควสรายวันมาอยู่ฟอนเทนไปชั่วคราวเลยเพื่อที่จะไม่ไปทิกเกอร์นั้นนะอยากเล่นมากแต่กลัวทิกเกอร์เหมือนกันย้ายกลับกันมาโอเคเนี่ยเราก็เล่นละไปครับชื่อทุกนามล้วนสูงส่งแหมเริ่มมาก็ลิ้นพันกันละเดี๋ยวแชร์ก่อนนะพิมพ์แชททิ้งไว้ก่อนดีกว่าสักครู่นะครับโอเคแปะแชทพินเยี่ยมแล้วก็โอเคแชร์ไหนสิโอเคมาไปครับเดินเควสกันกินน้ำแป๊บฮะไปเตรียมพร้อมนะฮะไป
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
Has been overwhelmed.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commissions?
You two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan.
นัดหลาน
Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion.
อาจจะคิดไปเองเดี๋ยวค่อยไปหาข่าว
So
ใหม่
the
แล้วกัน
Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land. Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action.
สังเกตการณ์
Yes, precisely.
สังเก
This
ต
should
การณ์แล้วก็
also
เตรียม
allow
ตัว
us
อ
to
อก
focus on gathering
ปฏิบัติการ
information rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once. So please also take a chance to relax, you two.
ให้
You've
ช่วย
been
เถอะครับ
working hard these days, and this will be a good
ประเทศ
opportunity for
กำลัง
some
จะ
well-deserved rest.
กำลังจะวายป่วง
So that's the
ช่วย
plan.
แหละครับ
Whew, we can finally stop
แต่
and
ก็
take
ป
a
ระเทศก็
break.
อยู่ไม่ได้สงบตั้งนานจนพวกเราเข้ามานะ
Paimon knows that. It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing.
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster. Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal
ปก
lives.
ติอีกครั้ง
We
Oh,
Right.
right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom.
น้องคาชินะมา
Hey, Kachina! Are you feeling...
เอ้าน้องไม่มีเสียงพากย์โอ้ลิแคลบญี่ปุ่นมีไหมอ่ะ ผมเช็คแป๊บนึงนะ แต่เดี๋ยวรอให้จบตรงนี้กันแล้วกัน ที่โรเนนพูดถึงเรื่องนามโบราณ
Wow! So we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of
เราไปเจอ
ancient
ในอีเวนต์
names!
มาแล้วแหละ
Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge those things.
ทำของแปลกใหม่ โอเคต่อคิวนานมาก โอ้ จะได้นามโบราณแล้ว ขอบคุณครับ
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
เป็นกระลอกเหรอลูก ก็เหมือนจังนะ เดี๋ยวผมปิดจอเช็คแป๊บหนึ่ง
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
แกมภาษาญี่ปุ่นน่าจะมีนะ คิดว่าภาษาโอ้ นานเชียว เราเล่นอย่างนี้ไปก่อนแล้วนะฮะ ไม่เป็นไร มาเปิดจอต่อ จอกลับมายังเอ่ย โอเค ไปโอ้โหแหลกจัง เดี๋ยว ได้อยู่ใช่ไหมคอมฉัน ไหวอยู่เนาะ ไหนตรงนี้เดี๋ยวผมว่าผมเซตติ้งให้เรียบร้อยก่อนนะอย่ามานะความไวกล้องขับเรือปิดโอเคกราฟิกจะลื่นขึ้นนะเนาะแต่ว่ามันก็ได้ประมาณนี้เพราะคอมก็ไม่ได้แรงเป็นโน้ตบุ๊กทำงานโน้ตบุ๊กออฟฟิศคิวนาเวียกันโอเคเซตติ้งทุกอย่างหมดแล้วไปครับ โอ้ยังกระตุกอีกเหรอขอร้องเลยกระตุกอะไรอ่ะกราฟิกต่ำสุดแล้วมั้งเดี๋ยวโอ้แม่เสือสาวจะเป็นเหยื่อเลยครับอยากได้มากแต่ผมโดนการันตีไปกับไรเดน 45 เรียบร้อยแล้วกดไปเรื่อยๆ
yes, so
46 โล
I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation.
Wait, quite a
Are
reputation.
you Outlanders?
Yeah,
Yep,
I'm
we're
Outlander.
travelers who just arrived in Natland not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
เอ้าเจ๊เป็น Outlander ไม่ได้หรอ
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we'd need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
สู้ๆนะครับ
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else.
เป็นมาโซซะแล้วตู
Just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
ลองดูได้ไหมอ่ะผมอยากมี
It's
นามโบราณอ่ะ
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's spirit and glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
ใช่ใช่ใช่ทำไมน้องคาชินะไม่มีเสียงพากย์ล่ะ
But they were all performed outside of Natland, correct?
Yeah,
Inside
that's
too
right.
โตข้างในก็มีไปช่วยคาชินะ
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natland, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it
ลอง
is.
หาดูก่อนได้ไหมอ่ะผมอยาก
Seems
มี
the
นาม
Wyab
โบราณ
don't
เหมือน
want
กัน
just
นะ
anyone to get a name, huh?
ใบหยอดไม่รู้จักเราหรอกครั้ง
Malika,
ที่แล้ว
of
ก็ไป
all
ช่วยเลย
people,
นะ
should know better than
ช่วยน้อง
anyone.
ขึ้นมาเลยนะ
Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
ไอ้ยา
Not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
ใช่ลองดูก่อนครับ ต้องการอะไรขึ้นลดลงเรือไปเหนือล่องใต้
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record his heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her.
ใช่เหรอ
If we
ว่า
can
อยากเป็
talk
น
to
ผู้หญิ
her
งเหรอ
again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
Holy crap
I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyup. The first person who comes to mind is Seatlali at the Masters of the Nightwind, the one we call Granny Eatstali.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find
จะได้ไป
Kakina's
หาสาวสวย
ancient
ซะแล้
name.
ว
A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm unsure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to
เป็น
even
เจ๊
book a
แต่
meeting with her,
แต่ทรง
given that she's constantly holed up in her room
เป็น
and
เจ๊แต่ทรง
doesn't
สา
like
ว
to
อ่ะ
be disturbed.
อันนี้
I've
เป็นสาว
heard
แต่ทรง
that to
เจ๊
get her help, you have to be extremely
ซิ
patient
ลา
with her
ซิลา
and
รี่น่าจะเป็น
know
เจ๊
how to
แต่
keep
ทร
her
งสาว
spirit up.
I hate
เป็
to
นซ้อ
break
ด้วย
it to
ใช้
you,
คำว่าซ้อดีก
but
ว่า
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to
อ๋อ
save
เรา
Kachina.
ทำมันนั่นพังนี่หว่า เกือบลืมเลย
yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon.
โยนทุกอย่างไว้ที่เทพแห่ง
Hopefully,
ไฟ
Seatlali would still want to
เป็น
show
ใบผ่าน
respect to
ทาง
the
จริง
Archon. I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
รบกวนได้ครับ โอ้คินี่สนิทเหรอ
I'm unsure
Yeah.
hopes Sahao won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say. Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
alright ma'am
Good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
State of the Wind สวยเลยครับ จะได้ไม่ต้องไปไกลสตรีมกระตุกเหรอ ไม่ดิ excellent อยู่ เกมไม่ได้กระตุกทำไมเหมือนไลฟ์มันกระตุกวะคินิดก็ไม่มี โอ้โหทีมภาคสุดยอ
I'm
ด
sorry to put
ข
this
อบ
on
คุ
you,
ณที่
Kanich.
ยัง
It's
ถ้ามัน
just that
ภาค
you're
ไม่ทันก็ยัง
probably
ภาคซิ
the
โลเน
only
นมาก่อน
person
ขอบ
who
คุณ
knows
มากเลย
how
นะ
to deal with her.
ถ้าเพื่อสถานการณ์ด้านหลังเขาก็ต้อง
so
ช่วยแล้ว
Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Yes sir I also know about the plan ผมรู้เรื่องแล้วครับเจ๊ให้ผมช่วยหน่อยนะครับ
Right. She mentioned there are
ประเทศของพวก
6
คุณ
heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having
Yeah, there's no
companions
secret
walk by
between
your
us,
side
ma'am.
is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
คนที่ช่วยกัปตัน โอโลรอนโอเคแสดงว่าจับตัวได้แล้วซิลารีเห็นความปกติ ไม่มีใครได้ข่าวโอโลรอนมาสักพักแล้ว โอเค อ่านซิลารีแล้วไปอ่านโอโลรอนด้วยเหรอ ประหลาดจังใสปะ
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
ประหลาดในหมู่ประหลาดเหรอ Odd in the odd
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seatlali could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroran and the captain's whereabouts?
ยอดเยี่ยมมาก สมกับเป็นคินิชปัญชาเท่าไหร่วะ
Yeah. Plus, we kind of owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan, as expected of Molly Kanich.
มาริ
Then,
โพเคน
yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Seat Lolly can meet at the stadium in 2 days. Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
ไอก็น่าจะชัดเพราะผมใช้ไมค์หูฟัง รอจนถึงช่วงเช้าของอีก2 วัน ปิดจอกัน 2 วันนะ 1 อันนี้วันที่2แล้วเปล่าวะ ใช่ มัน2แล้วสิ เอาสัก7 โมงแล้วกัน เพราะเมื่อกี้เรา5 ทุ่มพอดีเนาะผมตั้งไว้7 โมง ได้แล้วจริง
Oh,
ด้วย
it's
โอ
time
เค
to meet up with
เปิดจอ
Shilonen.
ต่อครับ
Let's ask her how things have been going.
ไปเจอซิโลเนนวิ่งวน โยโย่ติด
Take it easy.
พี่สาวครับ 2 วันผ่านมาแล้วนะครับ
Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. Seat Lolly did not reply to our request, although
No.
I suppose I'm not too surprised.
วอลี
You mean she didn't even bother to give Kenichi a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Night Wind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true.
Alright.
Let's go.
ตรงไหนวะ ตรงนี้แล้วกัน ตรงไหนใกล้ ไม่รู้เหมือนกัน จิ้มไป ตรงนี้น่าจะใกล้กว่าไม่เป็นไรยังนะยังอ้าวทิกเกอร์เลยอ่ะ ไม่มีใครอยู่เลย ไม่นะ
Paimon doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
เบียวนัดโหแปลไทยได้ดีมาก
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
บุกไปหายายถึงที่เลย
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't a subject always answer the call of their Archon?
ดู
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous?
พอดทวิตจริงๆด้วย
You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter.
เขาไม่
Seriously,
มา
if
ตรง
she
ไหน
had
เขาเดินมา
wanted
นู่นแล้ว
to
ไพ
come,
มอน
she could at least let
หยุด
us
เดี๋ยว
know.
นี้
If that's
ก่อน
what
ที่
Aiden
การเจร
does
จา
to
จะล่ม
Paimon
เพราะแก
never
ไพ
lets
มอน
get old.
Shut up
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? See Lolly.
Hey.
Your seat, Lolly? Your Granny Eatsley?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny.
Not Granny, okay.
You must know this trope
Okay.
from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young. It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry.
well.
So, how old are you actually?
ถามอายุจริงเหรอถามอายุกับผู้หญิงจริงเหรอ
How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you. It's just that your case seems really.
แหมโพลไลท์เชียวไพมอน
Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to dry.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, understood. Besides, just showing up is the most important part. No? But, of course,
right
it's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
alright whatever
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forward.
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
yes,
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
I see.
อธิบายแล้ว
So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
โว้วโว้วโว้วโอเคแค่จับมือนึกว่าจะมีโมเมนต์
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. A weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night.
กล้าหาญขนาดนั้นเชียว
Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
Isn't that kind of like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night okay
The Lord of the
เทพ
Night?
ราตรี
But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands.
I see
The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the
ดูแล
sacred
อาณาจักร
flame
ราตรี
to combat
ต่อต้าน
corrosion
การ
from
กัด
the
กร่อนของ
abyss.
Abyss
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the lord of the entire Night Kingdom and all.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more
ถ้าเปรียบ
powerful
เทียบ
than
กับ
the
เราไพมอน
other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to explain. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you.
เทพราตรี
The
กำลังหลั
Lord
บลึ
of
ก
the Night is
มัน
currently
ได้
in
แค่
a
สื่อ
deep
สารกับจิต
slumber,
สำนึกของเทพรา
and
ตรี
we
ด้วย
can
การถอ
only
ดจิตเท่านั้น
communicate
ก็
with
คือต้อ
its
งอยู่ในความฝัน
consciousness while in
โอ
a
เค
trance. In other words, but I will need to prepare a few
ถ้า
more
จัด
things if we
ถ้า
are
จะ
to
จัด
hold
ที่
a
ถอดจิตก็ต้อง
ceremony
เตรีย
to
มของบางอย่าง
achieve
จ
the
ด
state
รา
of
ย
the
การให้พวก
trance.
เธอไปเตรียมของรับ
I
ทราบ
can
ครับ
go. It'll probably be a long
ไปเอง
list.
ใช้คนในพื้นที่ดีกว่าเราไปหาโอโรลอนกันครับ
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be
อย่าไปหย
careful
อง
during your
แต่ลืมไปนักผจญ
investigation.
ภัย
If you need
ยังไม่
any
ได้เล่น
help,
ยังไม่ได้เล่น
just
เควส
come find me.
เจอเล็กแหละแต่
We'll be sure to play
เหมื
it
อนเห็น
safe.
สปอยมาว่าก็สู้เจอเล็กไม่ได้อะเจอเล็กระดับ3ป่ะ3-4ป่ะระดับแบบท็อปทีอ่ะ
All right, now
Let's
it's time for us to
Captain
catch that brat and bring him back. Oh, I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to
Okay.
look for clues.
alright
He has
problem.
always lived alone, and I found a
Live
broken
alone.
jar in his house.
The farmer
There
รีบ
was
อะไร
also
วะ
something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house.
เป็นคนอาวุธของคน
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
ไม่
But
น่าใช่
why would they kidnap a kid who
คิด
just
ว่า
spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him? That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here. I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me.
รับทราบครับ
On us.
All right, then let's start by
let's go เร่งเควสเลยเราเร่งเลยซิดลาลิดีเทลมันก็ไม่ได้หายมากนะเดี๋ยวถึงแล้วมันดรอปเดี๋ยวถึงแล้วมันจับลงแล้วเลือดลดเราค่อยๆลงก่อนทิกเกอร์จริงด้วย
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with the Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him. However, I doubt anyone would.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in that land? Feels kind.
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant. He learned a lot from us. And once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He's always been such a good kid. Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to trap. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
ไหน Phlogiston trail
Oh right, I forgot your. Here.
ทำไมมันกระตุกจังวะโอ้
How about now?
What do you see?
ว้าว nice.
Whoa, Paimon can see it now too.
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily
เป็น
transfer
ความ
a
สามารถใน
portion
การ
of
รับ
my
รู้สิ่ง
senses
แต่
to
ที่พวก
you.
เคยชั่วคราวน่ะ
For
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard
สกิล
anything
to
like
be
that.
share วะ
it requires a
Decent.
very rare spell that most people aren't adept at.
ไอ้ยา
But don't worry,
โหเก่ง
it's
จั
a
งครับ
cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Aurora.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of
สกิล
hers
ยัง
is
ไม่มี
really something.
คุยกันตั้งนานไม่รีสกิลให้ตูด้วยเหรอเพื่อน
What was that? What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as
ใช้
me?
คำพูดคำจาออกจะทันสมัย
But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my
เธอ
best
กัง
to
วล
match
เรื่
their
องนั้นเหรอ
speech patterns, or perhaps
กัง
I'm
วลเรื่องนั้น
still
เหรอครับ
not
เจ๊
fashionable enough?
ซอ
But that can't be, right? Don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
Huh?
นั่นเด้อ
Was that Seat Lao?
I can read her mind ปะเนี่ย
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing.
แล้วทิลเลอรี่ไม่ได้ยินเสียงพูดเราเหรอ เฮ้
Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go.
น้องไม่รู้ตัวเลยเหรอ น้องโดนแกล้ง ไอ้ทาวเวลเลอร์มันแกล้งน้อง
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let's go take a look. That little brat, I swear.
อ้าว
Wait. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So we've got to... leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to
ไม่
be
คนอื่นเห็น
discreet.
โดนปะทุย
If
จับ
they
ตา
notice
ดูอยู่
us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death.
หลานชายที่แสนดีของฉันอยู่นั่นด้วยโดนลูกหลงเข้าไปจะทำ
What
ยังไง
if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the... no. I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No.
You have us, you know that? You have us, okay?
There are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up.
ใส่วะ
I can also smell a mix of elements in the air.
ไฟ
Pyro,
ฟ้าอื่นๆ แสดงว่าฟาทุยเอ
and
เจนต์
some
มา
other elements as well.
But
Kanichi
we-
told us that
Alena,
you were super
3-4
amazing. No
ตัว
wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me. There
น้อ
are
งรู้ไหม
signs
เนี่ย
of a
ว่าเรา
struggle here.
ว่าเราได้
Judging
ยิ
from
นเนี่ย
what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have...
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Aurora...
Given there are two signals leading from here. I'll take this direction. And...
โอเค
Roron, what the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people in.
And out she goes. Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Seat Lolly left, that voice went away as well. So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we... She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world.
ไปเถอะอย่าเพิ่งนินทาเลยไปใส่วะไปตามมาร์คเลยแล้วกันเราไม่ต้องมานั่งดูหรอก
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
Let's go โอโรรอน
Did you find something?
มันทำให้เราแยกกันเปล่าวะ
Huh. So we can't... That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly... But it can't have just evaporated into thin air, right?
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath.
เสียงใครวะ สลบอีกแล้วเหรอ หลับเก่งนะทาวเวอร์เนี่ย ใช่ปะสลบปะ ยังไง ไปต่อสิเพื่อน อ๋อมันเข้ามาในนี้เหรอ โอโรรอนหรือกัปตันวะ
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no
Ololon.
desire to hurt you. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that, and given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
เช็ดเท่เชียวครับพ่อหนุ่ม
Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here
ทำอย่างนี้ทำไม
by a
ล่ะนาย
lie. My friend and I only left those
ทิ้งไว้
traces
เพื่อ
to
ล่อคุณมาที่
leave.
นี่แต่การหลอกลวงไม่ใช่ความตั้งใจเดิมของพวกเราหรอกนะนี่เป็นทางลัดเดียวที่ผมกับเพื่อนอีกคนจะได้เจอกัปตัน
The
ชิบ
fastest and
หายแล้ว
most feasible way for us to
มา
settle.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in
ด้วยความ
Natlan,
จริงใจ
I
คุณ
will
จะรอ
use the
ดูนะ
opportunity to
ผมอยู่
explain
ฝั่ง
my goals
เทพ
and
แห่งไฟแน่นอนอยู่
motivations
แล้ว
to
คุณเป็น
you,
ผู้ชายอะ
as well as why I
แค่นั้นเลย
mistrust
ผม
Malika
ง่ายๆเทพแห่งไฟเป็นผู้หญิง
and Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further
มาสร้างความ
conflict.
บั่นทอนนะเคยไปหาข้อมูลของพวกแกอยู่
You
นะไอ้
will
ปะ
see
ทุย
me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging
อะไรวะ พวกแกนี่มันทำทุกอย่างเพื่ออาคอนของเมืองพวกแกนี่หว่า แต่ต้องรอดูว่ารอบนี้มันต้องการจะทำอะไร
What happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped
Hey, why are you
Sweet Lolly! He froze for a moment and
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom?
สบายดีครับ
Do
totally
you have
fine
any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I
ไม่
asked
เป็น
for
ไร
your
ครับ
help,
ไปต่อเลย
but had I
ทำอะไรต่อ
if you're feeling sick, you should just
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now. Need to be more careful next time.
feeling better yet, traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move, but if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra.
พร้อมเสมอครับ ไม่เคยจะอยากคุยกับปะทุยอยู่แล้ว ปะทุยเดียวที่ผมอยากคุยคือเจ๊อเล็กครับ นอกนั้นไม่อยากคุยกับใครทั้งสิ้นครับ จากใจ เข้าไปในนี่ปะ
Look
โด
over
เมน
there.
ปะ
I don't
ไม่
think
ใช่
she sees someone in the middle.
That's Auroron.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have...
I cannot see the Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocked.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's
ใจเย็นครับ
head
เจ๊
right off.
หลานเจ๊เนี่ยร้ายสุดเลย ใจเย็นๆนะเจ๊นะ
See, Lolly's struggling to control.
Are you ready? On my count.
Let's go
Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
Boom. Boom. Boom ไป ทำอะไรครับ ทำอะไรของคุณนะครับ เอาชิบหายเดี๋ยว
I swear by my sword.
โอเคสองโอ้ยเดี๋ยวสอง
Inazuma shines eternal.
ถ้าไม่ใช่ไอ้ตำนานนั่นจะสู้ได้หมดอะมาเหอะ easy ไหนวะ
Auroron.
อ้าวชิเป๋งเน็ต
Granny!
Paimon knows she's
dang,
called
do it.
Granny Eats to Leave, but it's still...
And greetings to you too. Gramps?
เฮ้ย
What did you just call it?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age
ไอ้
as
เด็ก
her,
เว
so
ร
How many times have I told you?
เอาจริงๆ อายุ
It
เราก็
doesn't work
5,000 เหมื
like
อนกันแหละ
that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
ตวงติงเหล่า
Wait, he's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to
แกล้ง
remove,
บ้าปะเนี่ย
I may just need to find a
ตอน
pair
เจอ
of
กันตะกี้
tweezers.
คุยรู้เรื่องจัดๆเลย
Why are you so upset? You can just say
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, my basic...
เน็ตไหวไหมวะเดี๋ยวผมผมเปลี่ยนเซิร์ฟเวอร์แป๊บ no data โอเคเน็ตกลับมายังเอ่ยเช็คโอเคมาแล้ว ต่อครับ
Exactly.
but if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is... Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid?
Be wary of bees prowling around, scammers looking for their neck.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore. You won't always be able to rely on other people coming...
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be...
Next time?
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map.
Okay. Now answer me honestly.
Yes.
So why did you...
Because
ทำไมถึงทำอย่างนั้น
they
ล่ะ
said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused...
Hey! I'm no ordinary granny. Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the... Thankfully, the Pyro
ไม่แกล้ง
Archon
โง่
only
ไม่
asked
แกล้ง
that we
ใส่
find
ซื่อ
the
ไอ้หมอนี่
mysterious
ไอ้
individual
ซิ
from
ลา
the
ลิ
Masters of the Night Wind
ไม่ใช่สิ
and didn't
โอโล
slap
รอน
your name on a
ซิลาลิ
wanted
อะไรวะ
poster.
สลับไปแล้ว
Don't think for
มั่ว
a
ซั่ว
second
ไปหม
that
ด
she
กู
doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality.
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeat. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Aurora.
Sounds good. Should I bring...
You're...
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon...
Now's not the time to be thinking about that.
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not...
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
แปลกในแปลกของจริงไอ้หมอนี่มันแบบว่า calculate ได้ทุกการกระทำจริงๆว่ะมาว่ะเซิร์ฟเวอร์นี้ก็ไม่ดีอ่ะเนี่ยเอาไงดีวะเดี๋ยวนะเช็คก่อนมันไหวไหมอ่ะไหวป่ะเนี่ย
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Seatlali's safety.
ได้อยู่เนอะ
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the...
We'll give
ฉัน
her
อยู่
a
ข้าง
full
เทพแห่งไฟ
report.
นะ
We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Seatlali is willing to serve as your guarantor...
เฮ้ยเน็ตมาแล้วมายังได้อยู่เนาะได้เหอะไม่รู้จะไปหาเซิร์ฟไหนมาใช้แล้ว
I understand. Thank you.
Well, at least...
Traveler, Paimon? Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and...
Oh, thank you!
You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
ต้องคอย
It's
เซ
as
ฟ
good
นะ
as done. Come with me, Auroron.
Goodbye, Gramps.
ไม่ต้องเกรงใจหรอกหลานเลยใครแปลประโยคนี้
We're finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What? That captain? Sorry. Oh, that Auroron. What is he up to? All that stuff about protecting Seat Lolly and being forced to help the Fatui? When he's... Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
รอจนถึงเวลา2 ทุ่มของวันถัดไปอ้าวลืมปิด2 ทุ่มของวันถัดไป2 ทุ่มนะโอเคติ๊กเกมมาดีกว่าโอเคไปยังที่นัดหมายที่ไหนวะตรงนี้เหรอโอเครับทราบลัสปาปาปาดาดาดาปาลาปาปาดาดาดาดามาตามนัด
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh. What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you.
I'm terribly sorry.
And what's with you apologizing all the time?
You're right. Granny tells me that too.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny?
Well, I could. It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that your passion... If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will... I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords, and once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never...
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she...
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky
เสียง
plan.
สูง
Will the heroes really
กล้ามา
appear?
จริงหรือเปล่า
And
เอา
if
ชนะ
any
พี่ได้
part
หรื
of
อเป
the
ล่า
plan goes awry, all of now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her.
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan... Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even... My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsar?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even and now, I have found a new way to...
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching.
Something? Bad news, chump. It's your granny.
See, Lolly?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious trap. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron?
Oh my god.
With the Fatui?
แตกครับ
Really? Oh, here we go again.
I'm not trying to.
Oh, and now.
I'm sorry, Granny.
You! That's it! Where are my tools?
Wait, Lolly! Please calm down. So maybe just save the scolding for later?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this. You're right, Traveler. Let's go.
There is no escape.
โหกราฟิกระดับต่ำวงแหวนไรเด่นจางๆก็ไม่มีบ้าทีมกู๊ดลองปล่อยอย่างนี้ไว้ก่อนแล้วกัน
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Why did you help the... No answer? Think you're being... Just use your brain for a second. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw the...
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now. Not.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You... Sorry! Sorry, Granny! Sorry, Granny! You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me! Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending...
Who's Aoife?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no... Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty...
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get lost.
อ่านอย่างเดียวผมไปเลย
That's not it. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time.
His voice...
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save...
Get back here this instant! Auroron!
What just happened? How was he able to...
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray... He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Little brat. That's it.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he...
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because... We've got quite a long walk back to the city.
โอเคเน็ตกลับมาดีแล้วงั้นก็ไม่ต้องแคร์มากปล่อยมันเป็นงี้ไปแสดงว่ามันเสถียรอยู่อาจจะแบบขึ้นลงนิดหน่อยไม่ได้เพี้ยนเยอะเทเลพอร์ตครับใครจะเดินฉันไม่เดินใครจะเดินผมไม่เดิน
Do you two have some time?
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drink.
อันนี้ดีกว่าไอมอนมีเงินส่วนตัว
See, Lolly looks quite down. All right. It's on Paimon this time. What's one meal to the... So you can just sit back and enjoy, Sweet Lolly.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some...
Are you sure?
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after...
Sure.
ยายอยากเลี้ยงข้าวอ๋อยายไม่ค่อยได้ออกโอเคเข้าใจครับยายเอาตามนั้นก็ได้
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak...
Let's go ไปไหนวะวาร์ปสิครับ น่าจะอยู่ตรงนู้นนะคิดว่านะใช่เลยมันต้องไปตรงร้านอาหารที่เคยไปมาโอ้ไฟปึ๊บเข้าไปโรงแรมโอเคสั่งอาหารที่เหล้ามา2-3 แก้วกระดกเหล้าเลยยาย
Do you see two people standing by the door?
คนเดียวครับเจ๊
They look like
คนเดียวเจ๊เมาแล้วเจ๊ซ้อเรียกซ้อแหละซ้อเมาแล้วซ้อ
Huh? How could that be?
เดี๋ยว
I guess my mind isn't as sharp.
Do you think she's...
There you go, miss. Oh my! It's not every day you get to see Granny.
Oh, so you've heard of...
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sidlali. She wouldn't
ยาย
spend...
แกไม่
So, you call her Granny?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny. I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy.
All right, that's enough. Go on now.
What?
Uh,
ตัวไอคอนิกของนัทลาเลยเนี่ย เจ๊เนี่ยซ้อเนี่ย
Who's that? You got... You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same... I mean, come on.
Granny Sidlali,
ร้องไห้เลยเหรอ
Exactly. And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between... Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you. Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred.
She's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few...
Is this another specialty of the...
Specialty.
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Sidlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks...
Warning, warning. Red. Huh? Traveler?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on!
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the
เสียง
table
ผ้า
just
เย็น
now.
เวียน
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that.
Are you feeling okay? Wanna...
There's so much that I want to say.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you...
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that...
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about...
ความละอายสรุปประโยชน์ทุกอย่างประโยคตัวยาวเมื่อกี้คือความละอาย
Yeah, this...
ที่บอกเรื่องเข้าใจความได้ยินความคิดของเธอสินะ
This is so...
It's okay, Sidlali. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble, it's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing!
So that,
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas.
Everyone rolls around in their pajamas.
Take a walk with me.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confessed.
ไปใส่ข้างบน ไปแล้วไปอยู่ไปต่อไม่ใช่ จะโดนไหมวะเนี่ยไม่หรอกเนาะอย่าเดินนะเอ้าก็ต้องมาตรงนี้อยู่ดีวัดไปไหนเนี่ยก็โตมัสเตอ๋อทางนี้โอ้ไม่เคยเจาะลึกขนาดนี้
Well, great.
Wow, it's beautiful. Oh no, what do we...
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. Let's just have a casual conversation.
Really? You don't seem like the...
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right. I don't usually open... I'm just an eccentric old hag to them.
But you're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that.
Well, you are powerful.
ดูนิสัยไม่ใช่คุณยายเจนโลกเลยอะ
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on... What about you? Are you scared of me?
We don't find you scary at all.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard... Oh, not to brag or anything.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you.
Yes, but Auroran's a special... Malika already told you about her plan. And Auroran's not like other people. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by... The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in Auroran's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan. A possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for... The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night... I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate... When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically... Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a... It's not right. So, when I learned this, the plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait.
คิดไปเองปะ
It's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron, maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he's...
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince... you don't look...
probably drank too much. Okay.
รูปหลัง
You've helped...
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
good point. Well, how...
ไปนอนเถอะครับ ใช่ ไปนอนเถอะนะ
Friends. I like the sound of that.
น่ารัก เหมือนน้องอะไม่ใช่เหมือน
Aurora's
น้อง
probably
ผมเรียก
back
น้อง
with the
ดีกว่า
captain,
ว่ะ
don't you think?
น่ารักมากเลยอะ
You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us? Yeah, you're right. But she's probably asleep. We can find her first thing.
ไปใส่วะ วาร์ปสิ จะไปโรงแรมสินะ ได้เลย ก่อนไปแวะคาบไปหน่อย ไหนก็อยู่แถวนี้อะเผื่อจะไม่ได้มาอีก โอ้โห ทำไมเตียงยาวจังทำให้ใครนอนเนี่ยอะเลสเซนะเดินทางสูงประมาณ1.60 เมตร
The outside.
ทำให้คนประมาณเกือบ3 เมตรอะ2.5 เมตร
Guess we should see what's going on.
วาร์ปบอกไม่ต้องวาร์ปเลย ออกนอกโรงแรมคลายลาคลายโอ้ยรอเรือรอลิง โอ้ลิ้นบ้าบอมั่วซั่วไปหมด อ้าวเจ๊
you're
น้อง
already
มาทำอะไร
here.
อ่ะ
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive.
Let's
No,
not
wala
bring
na.
up last night. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks, I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you...
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the stadium could always use more manpower. So you should join the... I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child. I was the one who vouched for him. So I need to report back to the speaker's chamber. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my... As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Thank you. All right, I need...
Take care.
She left in a hurry. Looks like a lot.
ไปทางไหนวะ ไปทางไหนอะก็ไม่ใช่ว่าไม่งง เราก็งงอยู่นะพูดเป็นเล่นไปนะ ถูกได้ไงวะเนี่ย เป็นไปได้ ว้าว
Traveler over here.
เห็นลีกแล้วสกิล
Our
เท่
star
มากครับ
Outlander has appeared.
Oh, you're all here!
ดาราต่างแดน
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency. Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation first?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and
โจม
outposts
ตี
in
ทุ
the
กอย่างเลย
wild.
อะ
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now. But I can't say the same. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs...
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
ต้องไปเผาน้องเขาสิ
I'll go help the children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together. Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the abyss on the run by the time
อ้าว
you're
ดี
finished.
มั่นใจอย่างนี้ก็ได้
That
ก็
would be
สบาย
pretty
ใจหน่อย
great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay.
It'll
อ๋อ
be
เผา
fine.
น้องไม่โดนใช่ไหม
Your tribe doesn't do all that
เผาน้องที่เผาอะไรวะ
bodybuilding for nothing.
ลืมชื่อ
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly,
ขอรับ
be careful, everyone.
Oh, and
Harap.
some of us
ผมมีพอร์ตอาร์
need
เมอ
to
ร์ไม่ต้องห่วง
avoid
แล้วครับ
getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances. That
Koichi.
It's all right. All right. Let's hurry up and talk to the pirate.
ใครวะ อ๋อ คนนั้น ผู้ชายคนนั้น ผู้ชายหมอนั่น
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this...
That's all right. We're also in a hurry.
What?
ครับ ผมจะมาเล่าให้ฟังครับท่านเทพ นี่
So
ฟัง
he
ก็รู้
thinks
แล้ว
my
ว่าผมอยู่
plan
ฝั่งไหน
is too risky. He thinks I'm
ฝั่ง
being
หนึงเรียกไอ้ฟัด
stubborn.
ทุย
I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep the... I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls
จิต
and
วิญญาณ
memories
ความ
from
ทร
the
ง
Night
จำทั้งหมด
Kingdom
ในอา
and
ณาจัก
weave
รรา
them
ตรี
into a giant net, which
ค
would
รับพอเป็น
surround
ตา
the
ข่าย
ley
ใหญ่
lines
พุ่
and
งพลัง
protect
ต่อ
them
ต้านการ
against
จัดการของ
abyssal
อบิส
Wait. You can use souls to weave a net?
ใช้จิตวิญญาณถักทอตะข่าย
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process.
Oh my god
The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net, erasing... Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damage given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty, not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent. Still, this has always been a well-kept secret.
Oh, one more thing. The captain said he found another way to solve the...
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But I see no reason for him to lie. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us. Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just...
Not even a little. We would never...
just as expected. I appreciate your
เรา
sincerity.
ก็ต้องสงสัยกันก่อนที่จะ
Maybe
รู้จัก
it
กัน
was
มาก
out of
ขึ้นถูกปะล่ะ
caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. We both want to save the
นั่น
people
เร็ว
of this
กอบกู้
land.
สถานที่นี้ให้เสร็จ
So now
แล้ว
that you
ปล่อย
have
ให้ผม
your
ไปตบ
answer,
ไอ้สองหน่อที่มา
do you still
ว่า
doubt
น้อง
me?
คาชินะได้ละผมยังแค้นมันไม่หายนะ บอกไว้ก่อนนะ
You scared Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, traveler.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back
That's great. Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take...
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you...
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But
Oh
don't
my
forget,
god
I was no matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines.
ก็คือ
Oh,
นะ
now you doubt my strength. That hurts, traveler. Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, I've considered
ไปช่วยได้
moving
ไหม
my
ครับ
people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would have devastating. I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people. Now I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nick.
I'm a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that won't be the only response.
Alright, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Milani.
No need to worry about me.
เนื้อเรื่องเข้มข้นมากเลยอะเข้มข้นจังเข้มข้นเนื้อเรื่องเข้มข้นมากเลยอะ
Quick, over here, to safe.
Kachina, how many?
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
ปิดล้อมไปครับบวกอย่าไปช่วยท่านเทพแห่งไฟต่อศึกลางไม่ค่อยจะดีเท่าไหร่เลยพี่สาววิ่งไปเลยแล้วกันช่างมันไปโว้ยโอ้อันติพร้อมมาอาพิษจะตบไม่ให้เหลือเลยจริงๆตีนี้บวกได้หมดอะถ้ามันไม่เร่งเวลา ถ้ามันเร่งเวลาผมต้องเอาไรเดนโอเวอร์โหลดมาสู้
Stay safe. We've got
โอ้
this.
my god อ้าวชิปเป่งละ
Hear the echoes of the valley.
เล่นยังไง
Bring
เดี๋ยว
it.
นะลืมอยากกดแม่นานจริงนะแต่ว่า
Germinate.
Let's shred, Sharpie. Surf's up.
วับ All right.
Let's ride. Check.
โอ้ยทำไมไม่ให้ใช้ตีนวลไงหนุ่มดิจัง
Surf's up.
All right.
โอ้ยอยากใช้ไรเดน
I really thought I was done for. I can't
ถนัด
thank
มือ
you
เลย
enough.
Don't
ข
worry
นาด
about
ทีมไรเด
it.
น
We're
ผม
just
เล่นใน
glad
คอม
you're
ผมยัง
okay.
ไม่เข้ามือปกติเล่น
Let's
บนมือ
see.
ถือ
Your goods look fine too. Guess the abyss.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes. By the way, where's Lolly?
The Masters of the Night Wind also got.
Yeah, that makes sense. The attack. All right, this isn't a good place to talk.
กับเพราไปที่ไหนอะอยู่ตรงนี้เองอะตรงนี้เองเราก็เดินไป
Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh.
The Abyss threw a lot. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors and...
ตั้งถิ่นฐานอยู่ในป่า นอนไม่สบาย คุ้มค่า โอ้โห น้องลงทุนมาก
You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah. It's impossible not to feel anxious.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more.
You really are an eternal.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the note.
And somehow the captain finds out about it. Goes. Honestly, If he has the same information as us, I can't really.
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, and well, it makes sense. If that would.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachin. When it comes to Natland survival.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
แน่นอนผมสนับสนุนว่าวิกะทันใจ
She wasn't holding anything back this time.
The next question is, if the captain.
This is all super.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure.
Let's head back then. Moika said her intelligence officers should return soon. With how many Fatui there are, so much.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we.
I was just about to ask. Count me.
Let's go
Register.
ประจำการไปนะ เดี๋ยวไปช่วยท่านเทพก่อน
You got it. I just don't want to make the trip back. All right.
พวกปักธ
See
ง
you
อะ
all later.
Oh, you bet.
ไปครับ เดี๋ยวมาฉลองกันทีหลังนะจ๊ะ กับนั่นว่าแล้ว ดีท่านเทพ ไม่ลืมหูลืมตาจะท่านเทพร้ายจะอะไรก็ยอมให้ใช้งานได้เต็มข้อเลยครับ เจ๊ทั้งใจผมอะ
Moika! Oh, Chaska and Kuichi.
I'm fine.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened.
ให้เราไปเล่นป่ะให้เราได้เล่นชัสก้าด้วยป่ะอาจจะควบคุมเฉยๆไม่น่ามีสกิลป่ะเพราะสกิลมันจะเดือดไปป่ะถ้าใช่นะ
Watch out.
ไม่ใช่
It's
เป็
the
นไม่เล่น
Fatui.
เลย
Were they attacked by the abyss? No, wait. It looked.
You're right. That's it. Let's keep observing.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of Abyss monsters.
Thank you so much.
We don't expect anything in return.
เฮ้ย
If you truly
มา
wish
ว่ะ
to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If any.
Oh, okay.
ซื้อใจปะเนี่ยซื้อใจชาวเมืองปะเนี่ย
Our activities. We
คิดเยอะไปหมดเลย
haven't
ฟาทุย
done
แม่ง
anything
เหลี่ยมเยอะ
illegal.
อะ
Our captain simply wishes to remain undisturbed. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we want.
Got it.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain.
Exactly. Still, there was no trade. I didn't believe the captain when he.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui.
It's too early to say. Let's follow them and see what's really.
ไปเนียนๆนะจ๊ะแต่ว่ากลับมาได้ไม่มีปัญหาได้หรอก
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky.
Koichi,
ล่อมาปะเนี่ย
wait for me here.
Oh, no, you don't.
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage.
We still can't see anything on the inside.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if that intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna.
That's even more risky. You've been running around. I'm confident I can protect myself.
I can.
You.
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me. You know, growing up, even if I insisted on.
All right, all right.
เถียงกันอีกแล้ว
If we start arguing, this will never.
Guess that means I
ก็
win.
อยากเถียงเอาชนะวะเนี่ยอะไรเนี่ย
You're
ชิว
not
ชู
the
เนี่ย
only capable.
All right. Same
ชิว
plan as
ชูชิว
usual.
ชูอ่านว่าอะไรนะ
We split up. Communicate. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go. แอบเซียนมากครับ
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. Now.
อะไรอะโอ้สะดุ้งกำลังเพลินๆอยู่ๆก็มีอินเตอร์แอคชั่นให้ทำเฉยๆเลย What ตกใจปล่อยเมาส์ปล่อยคีย์บอร์ดเพลินๆเลย เนียนจัด
Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight.
กดส่งสัญญาณป่ะ
That's it. Now's my chance.
จับเมาส์เลย ผมที่จับเมาส์ค้างเลยครับ
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move.
โหส่องชัดขนาดนี้ ไม่เห็นหรอก
That was close. Oma probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance.
สเตลจัด
I made it! Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it!
Oh. ทำน้องคาปิบาร่าทำไมอ่ะ
What's that noise? Did something explode? What the heck is that? What do you think? I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks the people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. Come get me,
That's Koichi's signal. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is complete.
เนื้อเรื่องกำลังเข้มข้น
Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance.
I was wrong, Koichi.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? Now I look like the mean one.
กลายเป็นตัวโดนซะแล้ว
Let's focus on the task at hand.
All right. If it looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any...
Not bad. Looks like it's... Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing...
Back? Back where? Should we keep...
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good...
What was that sound?
Holy crap.
Uh-oh.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What?
หนีกลับมาได้
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several... It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to come back.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off.
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting.
You've done very well.
I know. I'm already...
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the device is a complete mystery. Even to...
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar and now...
I'll get...
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber. I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home along with the others.
My patience. That's so nice of them. Guess that means I'm doing something.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing...
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite
I accept.
What am I going to do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too. I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be the first.
Yummy.
ไปเช็คอาการท่านเทพแห่งไฟปลอดภัยโอเคผมสบายใจแค่นั้นที่เหลือค่อยว่ากันต่ออ้าวทำไมต้องบอกล่ะไหนใกล้วะไม่อะทางนี้แหละโอเคขอโทษครับผมมารบกวนกันแล้วก็เข้ามาในนี้อยู่ดีนี่หว่าป้าบอโอ้โหมันมีทางออกตรงนี้โอ้โหโคตรซับซ้อนเลยอะ
What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home.
กลับ
With our
บ้าน
parents
ให้
there to
จับ
keep
ตา
an
พักฟื้น
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you... What if the Abyss attacks again? You're saying if I let you...
I won't. Triple promise I.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. On the off chance something like. But I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how.
ใช่ตามนั้นเลย
I guess you're right.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except
I do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger. As a doctor, I don't want
หมอคือ
people
ไม่
to
มี
get
คนบาดเจ็บ
hurt.
คือดี
Then
ที่สุด
try to see things from my
แต่ว่า
perspective.
ถ้ามันมีคนบาดเจ็บจริงๆหมอย่ำแย่เหมือนกันก็ไม่ไหวนะครับ
So can't...
the two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risk.
Who wants to be like her?
เอาอีก
Overcome.
แล้ว
That's just not true.
พอก่อน
You
ไหม
think I don't have proof?
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon never said anything.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just...
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. We're family.
แซะแซะกันทุกประโยคไอ้พี่น้องคู่นี้เนี่ย
Bad influence.
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type to back down, so we'll always have our differences. But still, we get along in our own way.
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize I was right all
ความสัมพัน
along.
ธ์รักกันดีตีกันตาย
I just need to.
Be my guest. Come on, let's get you home. See you later, Traveler and Paimon. I'll be back once everything's settled at home.
There's no
Alright.
rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
Bye, you two. Take care of yourselves out there.
Take care Have a beautiful time
Those two will probably make up for real at some point, right?
โอ้
Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go.
แล้วขับตันก็เดินเข้ามา239ไม่ใช่
Sorry.
Why do you look so awkward?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and
Awesome! Just...
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share.
Oh, yeah. You mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natlan. Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think...
I agree with your hypothesis. And Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our camp.
What? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. Apparently, he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it.
I'm not surprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside. Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. I kept an eye out for a good opportunity. All these years of calling me Granny.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together, right? That couldn't have been easy.
You're right. Seeing him come back, he's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Nat. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but I guarantee I know.
Wait, what?
Look. Remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? And this gem is what makes the talisman work. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to... You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. Oh my god. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied onto the old gem.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't, but I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is...
So in other words, we have a whole bag...
The kid thinks he can...
That's amazing, Seat Lolly. Let's take a look right away.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can... I know he thinks of me as his grandma.
Huh, that's a
ไม่หรอกนะก็ต้องผู้ปกครองก็ต้องอยากรู้แหละว่าหลานตัวเองคิดอะไรจะทำอะไรเสี่ยงๆ
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up... Yeah, you're right. First anger...
You're just making it worse, Traveler.
I need to look at his memory. Even if I don't care. And I won't blame him.
You sure you'll be okay?
Did you just say...
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because,
You... fine. You can come. Just promise me
ครับ
you'll
ไม่
see
เปลี่ย
this
นใจ
through.
หรอกครับ ผมก็อยากรู้อยากเห็นเหมือนกันนะครับ ใต้เตียงดาราใต้เตียงชาวบ้านเนี่ยถนัดนักแหละ
Then I play... Alright, time to sneak into someone else's You heard it here first. I wouldn't be... Are you ready?
อิคุโซจ้าอิคุโซไปกันเลยเน็ตแล้วมันก็ดีแหละติดดับอยู่เนี่ยแต่ว่ามันยังพอเสถียรอยู่
Look how good you're doing. And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're...
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Okanbi?
Can't complain. What you up?
No, just some idle conversation.
Sounds fascinating.
They told me you were coming and that you...
Only if you're offering. By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a Saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden. I hope you two didn't get into a huge fight.
สั่งข้าวแป๊บนึงนะคุยกับใครเนี่ย กินอะไรดีวะโอเคซูชิแล้วกัน สั่งผลไม้ด้วยแล้วกันนะไรเม็ดปะเนี่ยเคอร์ซีดไม่น่าใช่เคอแล้วเดี๋ยวไม่มีเมล็ดได้อันนี้เลยอีกอย่างวะแปลหน่อยแปลแตงโมมาลองซะหน่อยก่อนแล้วกันนะอ้าวส้มเหรอก็ได้เดี๋ยวแล้วแตงโมฉันล่ะทำไมถูกจังวะ 2 ทุ่มแล้วกันไป ไปต่อครับ
No, don't worry. I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows.
Hey, Have you seen that?
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't.
It's the Fatui. They're leaders if you run into them.
มาเตือนว่ามีฟาทุยแล้วก็เจอฟาทุยจริง
You're from the...
I enjoy living by. I guess you're from the Fatui.
Not an inaccurate. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you.
Granny? What does... I've heard the name.
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me.
Oh, he could tell I was lying and now he's leaving? Hey!
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her
ๆ
down.
เป็นห่วง
Why are the Fatui looking for her? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning. They've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny.
The situation has seen no true improvement.
My lord!
Ignore him.
He knows I'm following him, but he's strong. I can tell. But there's something...
What is it?
My lord, I feel...
A ley line disturbance. Certain...
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult.
I feel much better. Thank you, my
เป็น
lord.
คนของที่นี่ปะเนี่ยไม่ใช่ดิฟาทุยทุก
Think
คนมันต้องมา
nothing
จาก
of
เมือง
it.
นู้นปะ
Stay
เดี๋ยวมัน
vigilant
มีพลังที่นี่
and
ได้ไงอะ
continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any... However, there's no reason to over...
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting again? I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they? It seems like his subordinates refer to him as the... And now he's headed to the stadium. That's a...
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here.
Yes, sir.
He's going inside? But the Pyro Arc...
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time.
This nation is...
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes... Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines. It's faint. Like a soul. Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost.
อ๋อมันเลยช่วยโอเค
As for you, I must confess...
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. You don't have much time. And
I'm beginning to see just how you heard something.
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone...
I didn't...
You know I've been following you.
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast is...
And yet, one of those very
Then speak. What...
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very...
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely... So, we're in the same boat.
Seem to care little for my...
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you...
Explain your relation to her first.
Sitlali is my elder and my teacher.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's...
I want to do something to change Natland for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met.
Strange? Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastli.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night King?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget,
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can...
อ๋อ อุ้ยหนังแม่งซึ่งตรงเหมือนเนี่ยหมอนี่เลยนะ อันดับหนึ่งในฟาทุยด้วยนะ ที่แบบวางแผนหลอกลวงทุกคน
I
เนี่ยนะ
apologize
โอ้
for my
my
rash
god
judgment. You are more capable than I imagined.
แต่มันก็พูดตรงอยู่นะ ถ้าเป็นการเจรจา
Let's
ระหว่าง
go.
สองคนนะมันก็พูด
We'll
ตรง
see
อ
if
ยู่
you have what it takes to join my plan.
มีทดสอบด้วยว่ะได้ลองใช้เหรอ ไม่น่าใช่ มาตั้ง 5.3 เอ้ย 5.2 5.3 5.2 มาตั้ง 5.2
I see. Interesting approach.
พูดอยู่ โอเค
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root by reconstructing.
สร้างกระแสพลังใหม่หมายความว่าไง ไม่ทอตะข่าย ไม่ทอตะข่ายเพื่อปิดกั้น แต่เป็นสร้างกระแสคืออะไรเว้ย
Woo!
Traveler, Paimon.
Paimon's fine, just,
totally fine
Of course. I'm just... After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn, self-righteous fool. Where's that gonna get him? Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away whenever he wants. I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got another thing coming.
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like grandmother, like grandson, as they say.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Anyway.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to... What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate?
The loom of fate?
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, anyway... If he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natland will be affected.
Which means... The captain has...
Why is he so obsessed with saving Natland?
Yes. She needs to know about this.
let's go ยังอยู่นะท่านเทพ อย่าแพนอย่างนี้ดิ โอเค รู้แล้วทำไมถึงแพนพักก่อนดีกว่า เดี๋ยวค่อยต่อทีหลังแล้วกันเนาะ เราหยุดเควสไว้ เดี๋ยววันหน้าค่อยมาทำต่อ กระเป๋ามีอะไร มาใหม่เหรอ ไอ้นี่แล้วเหรอ ไอ้สแกมเมอร์เนี่ยเหรอ บ้าบอเปล่า ใครจะไปใช้ฟ้าไอ้บ้าเอ้ย ได้แค่นี้เอง ตลกแล้วเพื่อน เฮ้ย เพชรไม่ถึง โอ้ my god ได้โลเดียวเองเหรอ ไปสุ่มที่โต๊ะดีกว่า
I got a new letter.
ไม่แน่ว่าไลฟ์น่าจะมาพรุ่งนี้เลย นี่ปะอยู่ตรงนี้ปะก็ไปเลยฮะ ขอร้องม่วงคือ ยังได้อีกโลนึงแต่ก็ไม่น่าออกเขาม่วงไปแล้วออกยากโอกาสออกยากไม่มีก็ฟ้ายังฟ้าอยู่ดินก็ดูไม่เป็นไรทำไมถึงทำกันแบบนี้สุ่มดาวแต่ประวัติก็ไม่เยอะจริงนะเมื่อกี้สุ่มไปเท่าไหร่แล้วอะดนตรีดีจริงๆเมื่อกี้สุ่ม2ประวัติเดิมมีเท่าไหร่วะถ้าจำไม่ผิดน่าจะ30 กว่าเองมั้งเปิดสิเมื่อเช้าสุ่มไปใช่3 4 5 6 7 32 34โอ้คงจะออกหรอกบูไหม บอกว่าแพทนี้ได้ประมาณ30ป่ะ30 กว่าโลต้องไปเอ็กปอร์เพิ่มด้วยฮะจะได้ทองแต่อาจจะหลุดหรือเปล่าก็ยังไม่รู้ค่อยว่ากันอีกทีนึงอยากได้นะแต่อาจจะได้ตู้หน้าแล้วล่ะภารกิจผมกดเทพทุกคนนะฮะโอ้ลื่นอยู่โอเค สตรีมเฮลตี้พอดีวัดนี่เราจะเดินต่อไปสักหน่อยก็ได้นะข้าวยังไม่มาด้วยไปก่อนสักหน่อยนึงแล้วกันข้าวยังไม่มาทำบอกคุยกับมาวิจารณ์ให้เสร็จแล้วเราออกแล้ว
Traveler, Paimon Sitlali. Perfect timing. I've located the captain.
Oh, really? That's great! We also just took a peek at Auroron's memories and discovered something all with his granny's permission.
Calm down, Paimon.
โลก
So the captain was searching for the source mechanism to If his plan is already in motion, that means he knows exactly how to...
Reconstruct?
Yes. It's not a simple fix. It would mean sacrificing nearly everything If he activates the mechanism, it's all over. We need...
But what forces do we have?
Kanich, Shilonen, you two, and myself.
But that's barely any people! Not to mention you lost your power, and they've got the captain on their side! Oh, maybe we really...
That won't help us with the captain, I'm afraid. In any case, the Masters of the Night Wind are in urgent need of manpower.
All right. I understand where I'm needed.
Don't worry about your grandson. We'll figure...
I'll leave him to you.
All right. Back to the matter at hand. I don't believe... Let me grab Shilonen and Kanich, then I'll tell you my...
Whoop. Oh, my leo.
As you all know, Auroron is working with the captain and we need to stop their... The captain is a formidable opponent. But that shouldn't deter us. In any case, a head-on confrontation, their plan hinges entirely on a single element, the source mechanism. If we will head out together, in the event that a confrontation becomes inevitable,
I agree with Kanich. The two of us can...
Listen to my plan first. Kanich, I want you and Ahau... The captain won't be on the front lines. As a seasoned warrior, he'll be stationed in close... No. The purpose of the frontal assault is to gather the Fatui forces in one place. Shilonen, I need you to do what your tribe does best, and dig a tunnel from the outskirts of the ruin. Once we get... Exactly. The Traveler and I will join her. No one can create a distraction better than you, Kanich. Not even myself. By combining our strengths, we just might manage to break through the captain's defenses.
Understood. Then we should just promise us you won't do anything reckless. You mean everything to us. Losing you would be the worst possible outcome.
ใช่เราเอาตัวเองเข้าไปบวกได้เพราะเรามีพอร์ตอาร์เมอร์ครับ
You have my word.
รับได้ทุ
I'll
กอย่าง
proceed with caution.
บวกเลยดีไหมอ่ะแสงลุงที่ถูกลิขิตให้มอดไหม้โอ้ my god คุยกันดีๆไม่ได้เหรอวะฮะเทเลพอร์ตปุ๊บเข้าอีเวนต์ปั๊บเลยดูเวลากันนะ ได้อยู่แหละน่าจะได้บู๊
All right, this is the place. Their tunnel must be behind that gathering of Fatui.
Any of the nearby mountains could be a good infiltration point.
There are only a few Fatui stationed around the perimeter. We should take care of them.
เฮ้ยได้ใช้ไรเด่นเหรอเนี่ยไม่น่าเชื่อไปใส่ปะไปทางนู้นโยนไปได้ใช่ปะโอเคทีE เหรอ E โอเคมา
Shine down.
เอาเกมก่อนละ
Barbados, guide us. Gangs up. Time's over. Torn to oblivion.
จะเอามันก่อนก็ไม่ได้เลยว่ะ
All right, that's done. Let's head to the foot of the mountain.
What do you think, Shilonen? Is this a good spot?
Yeah, looks good.
I can see the inside.
Perfect. We'll keep going. The rest.
All right. Please take.
เข้าโดเมนว่ะเจอจีโอสลามต้องเอาไฟไปไหมอ่ะอันนี้แหละ ไม่ได้มีเวลานี่นะไม่ได้มีเวลาตีนี้สู้ได้
Fatui wouldn't concentrate all their forces in one place. There's sure to be guards on the inside, so stay sharp.
Oh, nice job smashing those rocks,
จีโอสลามมันไม่ได้มีโล่นี่หว่า
super cool.
Ah, that was some expert level rock clearing, even by my tribe standards.
That must be the Fatui tunnel over there. We should steer clear and approach from the side.
เราจะสเตลทำไมวิ่งเลยก็ได้ ก็ไปบวกอยู่ดีเปล่า เอางงแล้วงงเลยบึ้มไปซะโบ๊ะเข้าให้เรียบร้อยลาก่อย กู๊ดอยู่เนาะ
This spell is from the masters of the night.
ความว่าอะไรหมุนกลไกเพื่อประกอบภาพเขียวเราไม่ได้กดอันนี้ไว้กดแล้วนี่หว่า
These wheels are relics from ancient times. We should try to restore them.
These mechanisms probably control that wheel, right? Let's give them a try. หามุมดีๆเหรอมันต้องมุมไหนมันต้องนับจากนอกเข้าในปะหยุดไม่ทันรอใหม่เลยไม่เป็นไรใจเย็นๆเห็นอยู่ว่ามันอยู่ตรงไหนมันมีรอยอยู่นะแต่จะหยุดให้พอดียังไงปุ๊บช้าไปเหรอเดี๋ยวก่อนมันหมุนข้างนอกนี่หว่าข้างไหนวะเนี่ยเลิกดิในรูปที่ถ่ายได้มีให้ดูปะซูมยังไงวะนี่ปะตรงไหนวะเดี๋ยวต้องไปตรงนั้นก่อนอยู่ดีแหละ
Illusion shattered.
Watch out! Watch out! Hiya! Nah! Nah! Hiya! Proper send-off!
From the Spinolith, there is no escape. Wind, hear me. No.
Coming at ya! Watch out! Hiya! Nah!
Busted.
โอ้โหมันหมุนข้างนอกด้วยเอาล่ะงานหยาบแล้วกลับไปตรงนู้นกันแล้วกันนะเกือบตรงไหนวะแถวนี้ปะใช่easy จะต้องเอาตรงนู้นมานี่ปะรอทางขวาลงมาโอ้เฮ้ยหงุดหงิดจริง เคไปต่อฮะข้าวไหมยังเนาะเฮ้ยไม่ใช่นี้สิยังไม่มาโอเคโอ้ยตรงนี้เลยไอเมื่อกี้โอ้ยหงุดหงิดกับมึงแล้วนะที่เป่งไอเวนไม่ใช่ตรงนู้นจะคำแนะนำอะไรนักหนาวะเอาออกไปดิเลยไปเหรอหรืออะไรโอ้ยดูคำแนะนำอยู่นั่นน่ะจะหยุดพอดีก็ไม่ได้หยุดสักทีมา
Here they are.
Oh, the captain's here too.
Oh, they're here.
Huh. I thought the pyro...
It doesn't matter. They're too late.
Stop!
It's too late.
We need to turn it off.
I won't let you do this.
The sound of...
What was that sound?
Now's our chance to turn off the Auroran? His movements have gotten a lot faster. Was Auroran always this good in battle?
This ends now!
Huh?
Something's wrong.
You are not Auroran. You.
So, you still recognize me?
We did it!
You see?
His voice is completely...
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their loss. Please finish.
I didn't expect to see you here, but I have to
Why do you care about a doomed man? After all, his soul has been
เข้มข้นอีกแล้วอะคิดถูกคิดผิดต่อเนี่ย
Oh, someone said I'm close to death. What's down there?
Aurora, it's you. What? Oh, what? Savior? Ha!
Aurora, is that you? Can I get you anything else?
What about those spiced rub mushrooms you made me last time, Granny Kuimi?
Ah, you liked those, did you? An outlander taught me that. Never thought about going into business yourself.
Our Aurora?
Well, at least an honest merchant like him wouldn't prey.
Everyone said a true savior does not really exist, but maybe I don't need to sacrifice myself, but surely everyone is born for a purpose. So, what's mine? If I had succeeded back then,
บทเยอะเชียวช็อตนี้
would the world have become a better place?
Done spacing out, Auroran?
Yes, Granny. It's just... Will learning all this...
course not. I'm a special case. Other shamans study their whole...
Because you're a genius.
You could say that. Or maybe I've just... It's rude to bring up a... Anyway, class is canceled tomorrow.
What about my homework then?
Do what you want. What use is it being as strong as me anyway? You've seen how the tribe treats me. They're all afraid. I try to go about my business and take it from me. The happiest people are the ones who do their own thing. So do...
Granny didn't say it outright, but I think she was trying to comfort me. But I never forced myself.
Hey, you zoning out over here again? There's such a thing as overwatering the...
I was just looking at the aphid.
Something interesting about...
I noticed some on the ground. Maybe it got too...
Bummer. Guess that means less honey.
Aoife, do you think...
Fun? I'm not...
Fun enough, I guess. I don't have anything else to do.
Exactly. Most people live like that. No special... Oh, jeez. That troublemaker's at it.
Why should I? I thought being a vet was no...
Well, I guess there is a fun part. Trying to outsmart...
Maybe Aoife was just too nice to tell me the truth. That attempting something above your capabilities will kill you.
คิดลึก
My soul is unstable.
คิด
I
ลบ
only
มากไปปะเนี่ย
survived because I had people to help. A part of me has always been missing.
Why struggle? It's a miracle you were even born. Just close your eyes and wait.
ใครปะเนี่ย
It was you. The thing that...
Thing? I'm a warrior.
I'm not weak. There's just...
And that's exactly why your fantasy is so ridiculous.
Useless?
Savior? Ha! Sounds nice, doesn't it?
Exactly. Most people live like that.
Take it from me. The happiest people are...
But I don't want things to end here.
Auroron?
Oh,
It's
boy.
all right. We'll take things.
Every time they marched into battle, I had to stay behind.
Don't worry. With the Archon on our side.
All the best warriors are fighting on the front lines.
Both of us are bound to disappear. But your end will
หยุ
come
ดเด้
soon. Once your soul shatters into pieces
หยุด
and
เด้
dissipates into the wind, I
หยุ
will
ด
take
เด้
temporary control.
No. No, this isn't right. My end will not come first, and I'm not giving up. I can't die here. No! I won't die here!
สู้เข้าไอ้หนุ่ม
Auroron! Control your mind. Feel the ground beneath your...
มันดูจะคุยกันได้เทพแห่งไฟกับนั่นน่ะ
He's alive!
Well...
Don't try to talk. Focus on hold...
I can't...
Maybe he thinks of Auroron as a comrade. He was helping...
Damage to the soul is a tricky thing. The pain almost...
The worst appears to be over.
We can talk about that later.
Our plan.
คุยกันดีๆสิวะ อยู่กันสองคนเนี่ยคุยกันดีๆก่อน
So close.
You saved my life, and now the debt is repaid.
Auroron, I never thought you actually wanted to sacrifice...
I just want an answer. A reason why no one is born a hero.
The answer you seek...
เฮ้ย เช็ดแค่งั้นเหลืออีกคนเดียวแล้ว ไปโบย ไอ้น้อง ไป อีกคนเดียว อีกคนเดียว เหลือสองเนี่ยนี่มาคนหนึงแล้ว
My name. The hero from the... Fascinating. You're not the person that the others thought you were, like you. I never thought I had what it took to be a hero. I was too now. Remember your
เหมือนกัน
name.
เป๊ะเลยนี่หว่า
Even if others will see a different meaning, it still symbolizes your nobility.
My ancient name.
อุทิศตนว่ะมาว่ะ
You will give your all. For that
เรื่อง
answer,
คำตอบ
you will offer all of your having foretold his own death. The omniscient man holds a feast. Let us raise our cups in honor of his heroism, for at last, his wish is now fulfilled.
It's nice to see you again, Sunhudge. With your recognition, we now have the
มาแล้วอีกคนเดียวอีกคนเดียว
I am happy to see your plan advance one step further.
Just as I thought. The Lord of the Night
อ้าวงั้นเราก็จะได้ไอ้นั่นแล้วด้วยดิชิมิชิ
Lord
มิ
of
ชิ
the
มิ
Night? As in the one...
I preside over a realm of souls. Due to my limited power, when you activated the device, I awoke and could not. Most of you are unaffected because your souls
ผล
are
กระทบค่อนข้างน้อย
intact.
ส่วนวิญญาณขาดหายไปเดียวหัน
With
ไป
a
ในเวลา
damp
จุดเกิดสลายไป ใช้เจตจำนงปกป้องวิญญาณของตัวเองเอาไว้แล้วผ่านช่วงเวลาที่อันตรายที่สุดอย่างยาก
He
ลำบาก
managed to overcome
เป็น
this
มนุษย์ที่น่าทึ่ง
obstacle
มาว่ะ
through
โอเล
sheer
รอนสตอรี่
strength
เควส
of
จริงว่ะ
will.
So, was that what caused all his strange behavior earlier?
No. An additional soul was affected. However, this soul does not.
Activating the source mechanism was supposed to reconstruct the ley lines. What?
Because I was the one who originally constructed Natlan.
The ancient battle between the Descender and the dragons destroyed the corner of the world, allowing the Abyss to invade. Natlan's ley lines took the worst of the damage. To aid the people of Natlan, the Lord of the Night used the fragments of the old ley lines to reconstruct a similar network. That the first Pyro Archon, Shibalonke, strengthened that realm and established the rules that aid our fight against the Abyss. The Ode of Resurrection and the Pilgrimage, both of which are practices that survive to this day.
Oh, right. You said before it all came from the power of the heavens.
The ancient dragons tried to use this device to strengthen the ley lines by imbuing them with power. Back then, this method was rather ineffective. They lacked the skills to navigate the intricate structure of the ley lines. And now, the structure of the ley lines has also completely changed. I am the only possible vehicle for the power generated by the device. It was an incredibly crude and painful method, but I managed to absorb some of that power, such as rebuilding the ley lines once more, at the cost of...
But why would you make that...
The people of Natlan worship me and call me their lord. But adventurers like you are probably more familiar with our devolved form. Sealies.
Oh.
No wonder there are Sealies around here. A Sealie also helped us in the...
Few angels remain in Natlan, so the same is true of Sealies. Everyone rallied around me and offered their power.
Now, I have witnessed your Moika, inheritor of Shibalonke's will, and leader. Despite all the obstacles and misunderstandings, I have awoken. Say the word, and I will once again work to fulfill my mandate. You need only nod your head.
For this, I will not. After reconstructing new ley lines, you will cease to exist. The rules of Natlan are not to mention. All the memories and legends recorded within the old ley lines will, just like the consequences of using the Gnosis, that is a price I refuse to accept.
Humanity's survival is worth any price. Once the Abyss runs rampant, all that remains will be a land of corpses and ruin.
And when the new ley lines are invaded again by the Abyss? What then? How are future generations supposed to survive? A land without the Lord of the Night, without the protection of the rules, is doomed from the start.
You presume too much. If you cannot ensure survival in the present, you have no right to think about the future. What will it take for you to realize that?
The situation hasn't gotten that dire yet.
Why? Because I am a survivor of Conria. I've witnessed the devastation and terror of the Abyss with my own eyes.
Conria?
That's right. My family. My comrades.
Oh my god.
My homeland. It is an
ชีวิตน่าเศร้าเหมือนกัน
unforgettable
นะพี่
pain. One that no amount of time could ever dull. Not even 500 years.
You're right. The pain, the regret, the catastrophe.
If I could go back, I would reject all you. Have that chance before.
Because we don't have the right to make that decision. We love this world because it contains everything we hold dear. Everything that giving up our memories and history would mean rewriting everything. The people of this world would then become fundamentally different beings, their physical bodies the only connection to their former selves.
Even so, given enough time, a new civilization would inevitably flourish. If you believe in humanity, you should trust in their ability to create a new future.
Or history could repeat itself. The Abyss could invade once more, and it would all be for nothing.
Can I say something? I once carried the hopes of many people, but as I was on the brink of death, I've been very fortunate to be well cared for by all. No matter what path lies before us, we still have a destination. If we lose...
That's right. Natlan's heroes gave their lives so we could have this chance against the Abyss. Not only are their deeds and spirits exceptionally meaningful, they may also
Yeah, we're just one hero short.
The power from the device will allow me to remain awake for some time. Even if you fail, you need only send someone my way.
เก็บไว้เป็นไพ่ใบสุดท้าย
Humanity is truly remarkable. Even the...
You must have a profound connection to this land since you're so determined to save it. But what are you really trying to protect?
Pretty sure he wants to hear what you have to say, Traveler.
Fine. I suppose we can wait. Now that Auroron has inherited the memories of his forebear, your plan does have the potential to generate the best. In the meantime, you shall have the aid of all the Fatui under my command.
มันต้องอย่างนี้ไอ้ลูกพี่
Having such a powerful harbinger on my side is a big advantage. I know we may never completely see eye to eye on what it means to protect life. But for now...
เช็ดเคมันต้องอย่างนี้ นี่แหละอาบิดก็อาบิดมา
Alright, we should let everyone else know about the plan.
Good idea. We need to explain the situation. Oh, guess we'll stick around then.
I'll update everyone outside. Let's meet back up at the...
ให้มันได้อย่างนี้สิวะคุยกับเทพราตรีก็ต้องคุยเปล่าไหนอ้าวยืนตรงไหนวะตรงนี้
You come to me with many questions, And you should be rewarded for your bravery. They do not like being mentioned by name by any living being, be it an ordinary human or the one you wish to know about. I call her the ruler of death. It was an expression of love, as well as an act of reparation. She succumbed to self-pity as a result, and no longer cared if others discussed her identity.
Self-pity?
Please don't tell anyone I used that word. You come to me with many questions, and I'm not familiar with that concept. Even I cannot create something from nothing. If that power were available to the people of Natlan, you come to me with many questions. Phlogiston is Tevat's primordial form of energy. The heavenly principles used phlogiston as a basis for the creation of elemental energy. Have you heard of the concepts of the light realm and the human realm? Light refracts into 7 different colors, which we collectively refer to as a rainbow. You come to me with many questions. Ah, yes, yes. The artisan from the Children of Echoes has yet to mention the matter to me. Probably because the young girl from the Masters of the Night Wind is absent. No matter. I'll reach out in a dream and tell them what needs to be done.
Young girl?
What? You come to me with many questions.
Okay. โอเคเดี๋ยวออกถ้าได้หายใจหายคอเดี๋ยวผมไปละลงสตรีม แต่คงจะได้หายใจหายคอแล้วล่ะเพราะ2 คนมันเลิกพึมๆกันแล้วนี่จับมือคุยกันอย่างดีใช่มิล่าก่อนจะไปยังไม่ถึงอยู่ดีโถเอ้ยยังไม่ควร
In that
เข้าอ่ะ
case, allow me to we now face a common enemy. It's time to as for Auroron, his actions may have been out of line, but I don't
A magnanimous decision.
We're back! Whoa, seeing the 2 of you chatting like this.
This may be an unexpected outcome. Now that we're all here, I have some questions of my own.
We weren't getting any closer to obtaining the Gnosis, so I had my men scour Natlan for a different option. Aurora, we tracked down 3 scholars. Aberawa, Bosomtwe, and
I've never heard. Seems like my own investigation failed to locate.
Strange. Perhaps they simply live. In any case, their results speak.
That's true. Now we have another option at our disposal. And if all else fails, we still have this plan as a last resort.
But that means making everyone forget their past. Oh, actually...
That story begins with the Cataclysm. I failed to save Conria from the rampage of the Abyss. And the city only to find that Natlan had fallen victim to the same tragedy. I defended this land for quite some time, and I'm sure many people viewed Conria as the cause of the tragedy. But Aizu was kind to me all this. From that moment, I made it my mission to aid Natlan. Together, Aizu and I fought many battles and overcame countless hardships.
So it was him. He recommended using the Gnosis on several occasions. You knew him, and you fought for Natlan all those years ago.
Even without the mask, my past appearance is long gone. Even with the curse of immortality, the flesh still rots.
Wait, do you know someone named Dainsleif? That problem
You've met him already?
Yeah, a bunch of times. Sounds like you know him.
During the age of Conria, all I knew was his name. The last time I saw him, he carries a degree of pain and hatred that far surpasses my own. Yes, you're the brother of the princess. Given the role I held in Conria, I would prefer not to harm you, although this is likely a self-imposed burden. As for your question, I don't know how Dane managed to slow the deterioration of it. My appearance is much changed. And that's not the only thing.
I would have never known. During our battle, it felt like I was fighting against the...
And I still lost. Still. It's a shame we never faced...
I agree. Had we fought then, I'd also...
So, all that commotion back at the stadium, and you're saying...
I'd say we're evenly matched. If we face off again...
I imagine you held back since there were spectators around that could have gotten hurt. But... capitalizing on that, my goal was the Gnosis. And I failed to obtain it. Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, allows every harbinger the freedom to... That's why our methods can be so radically different. Despite sharing the same goal, and the same... I needed the Gnosis because I came here to save Natlan. That was my primary motive. Once Natlan is saved, if the Gnosis...
My decision regarding the Gnosis will not change. So let's focus...
Right! What happens when all 6 heroes are together?
We will unleash a great power that can be used to thwart the Abyss. But only once. Renova is a god whose existence predates any Archon. You can think of her like an
Wait, is that why you have the...
Yes. Renova also orchestrated Natlan's rules. As for the Divine, like I said before, when a human ascends to the Divine Throne, their inner flame will awaken. The size of the same principle applies to the ruler of Death's power, with one notable distinction. In other words, it's a kind of power, but if you survive the trial, you will gain unprecedented strength, and the ability to harness powers more formidable than any Archon.
That still sounds really risky.
We cannot walk this path without accepting risk. Mualani charged into the Night Kingdom despite the abyssal contamination. In the face of their bravery, I must respond.
Spoken like a true leader.
All right, that's enough for one day. The Abyss will likely sense the change in Auroron. It's possible the frequency...
When you put it that way? All right, let's head...
Now that we're working together, we'll need to coordinate...
That will definitely help relieve some pressure. You're sure they won't object?
It's an order.
Excellent.
Aja หยุดตรงนี้ไหมไปดูเควสสิออกจากห้องสื่อสารแล้วทำอะไรต่อ ยังยืนหึมกันอยู่ติ๊กคัดกันอยู่โอเคตามสบายครับโอเคเราเท่านี้ก่อนแล้วกันไปแล้วปิดสตรีม